Agriculture Minister Zulfikar Mustafa has unveiled an exciting menu of measures for communities along the Linden-Suisac Highway. Measures aimed at helping them take advantage of the many opportunities that will be coming their way as a result of the infrastructural development currently ongoing in their communities and along the actual highway. During a visit to the community of Banakari and Tigerbone along the highway Thursday, that also included residents from Lou Creek further up the highway, Minister Mustafa shared with residents government's vision for the agricultural development over the next 5 years. He assured residents that from 2025 to 2030, they can expect accelerated development in every sector, building on the tremendous progress made over the last 5 years.
Now in the agriculture sector, when I became Minister of Agriculture, the budget was $13 billion. And you might want to say $13 billion is a lot of money. But when we went out, or when we came out of government in 2015, the agriculture budget was $18 billion. And instead of increasing the agriculture budget, they decreased it to $13 billion. So after 5 years, the budget in the agriculture sector decreased by $5 billion. Today, 2025, we have moved the agriculture budget from $13 billion in 2020 to $104 billion this year. That is why we are modernizing now the agriculture sector. We are seeing now in the drainage and irrigation sector, the D&I sector, we are modernizing, we are doing more canals, we are building more infrastructure, more pump stations are being built. We are doing hope-like canals across the country. We are doing these high-level canals so they can drain the water directly from the backlands to the river and the Atlantic Ocean. And you, in your community, you'll see massive infrastructure taking place in terms of land preparation, so you can have more access to your land. In the next 5 years, we intend to bring into production another 100,000 acres of land. In this highway, there are lots of lands that we want to put under cultivation. We are working with the farmers. Your community, and I want to tell you before you raise the issue, your community have requested that they need a tractor, a plow, a tiller, and a slasher. Only yesterday I was discussing it with our technical officers, and your chairperson raised the issue. And we are looking to see to get that for your community so that you can have the benefit to use those implement. So those are the things that we're talking about. The president came and visited all the areas on the highway and the East Bank, and the East Bank. Normally he comes here, we know for a fact. I have been coming myself, meeting with some comrades here. We have been giving support to farmers in terms of inputs, chemical, we have been giving fertilizer, planting material, and that will continue. Because what we are doing now, we are preparing the agriculture sector because we want Guyana to be a food producing country. And that is why we are moving today to not only increase production locally, but we want to increase production so that we can export and take in the slacks that will be created by the reduction in imports in the Caribbean market. That is why right here at Yarrow Cabra, we are building a food hub. We are building a food hub, and that food hub will be the main areas that will have produce to export from in different parts of the Caribbean. We have already signed a contract with Bloomberg Grain. They will set up the cold storage in that food hub. Your area here will be an important arteries for transportation because you have a link here, and what we are doing now, we are not only linking Guyana, we are linking Guyana with its neighbors. We have the Takatu Bridge. We are building the road from Linden to Lethem. We are now having this main corridor here to transport goods and services from Lethem and Brazil, the state of Roraima, onto this highway. And we are moving. We have already, you see, last Sunday, the President commissioned the new Demerara River Bridge, the Barajagdeo Demerara River Bridge. And it's a spanking new bridge. The lines there now is not anymore. You can drive freely. and pass through that. We are now looking to bridge a high-span 4-lane bridge across the Borbis River, and we are working with the Surinamese government to bridge the Quarantine River. Imagine that. From Suriname, you can drive all the way on to Brazil. You could drive across the Quarantine River, come through Borbis, drive over the Borbis River Bridge, drive across here, come to this highway, and drive on to let them go over the Tatutu River into the state of Roraima. That's the connectivity we're talking about.
The minister noted that plans are afoot to create linkages in other parts of the country so that movement of goods and services will be easier, empowering the nation's food producers. He said communities such as those along the Linden Highway stand to benefit extensively from projects such as these.
Road networks. We are doing 4-lane road networks. So as I'm speaking now, we are doing a 4-lane road on the line top. You know the line top on the east coast there from Georgetown right onto Mahaica. So that the congestion that we have on the east coast, the president talked there 2 days ago when he visited on the east bank, the Busby Dam area, and he talked on the Craig area, he talked about a railway, a commercial railway line back to Georgetown. So you're seeing our countries be modernized. And that is what we will have. In your community, we want to work with you because we have to move away. We have to move away from the primary form of production, just to produce get your produce, sell it at the market. We now have to add value to those things. And with what we are doing at Yarukabra, you as farmers who are living in these areas, Banakari, Tigerbone area, you will have to not do things like how you used to do it before. You plant a small, you plant a couple different crops and you're okay. You have to do large scale production. And we will work with you. The Ministry of Agriculture will work with you. And we have to do agriculture in a smarter way. We have to do agriculture now in a more modern way. We can't do it how we used to do it or how we are doing it now. We have to do climate smart agriculture. That is why we are building hydroponics. We are building shade houses across the region. And we will work with you. We will work with you because we have the head of NARI here. We have the head of NDIA. We have the head of GLDA. That is why I brought all these persons, the technical persons, this afternoon, and we will continue to meet with you. We have also our permanent secretary who have just assigned duty at the Ministry of Agriculture. So you have the leadership of the Ministry of Agriculture, you have the Chief Investment Officer right here, you have a project, you have a project proposal, share it with him, he will guide you how you can get involved in investment. We are now looking to link farmers and bring in investors also so we can have co-investment taking place. There are lots of our farmers who own land, but they don't have the capital. And we are trying to link them. And you know for a fact, in these 5 years, we said also that we will build a bank, an interest-free bank, so that small farmers can have access to capital. There are lots of times that farmers want loans, they want money at the bank, but they have to, when they go there, get collateral, get a document to get a stand as guarantor for them. This time, we, the government, will be building a bank, an interest-free bank, so that when you go there, you can have loans without paying any interest.
Earlier in the program, head of Go Invest, Dr. Peter Ramsarup, urged the farmers of the highway communities to prepare themselves for the opportunities that are coming their way.
The road then going all the way to Mabura and all the way to Lethem. When we connect that road, thousands of what we call 18-wheeler trucks and trucks will be passing this area. A lot of goods and services will happen on this single road. So what you've got to now keep in mind and ask the question, where do this community fit in this development? You know, imagine passing here and a sign says, the best, whatever the best is of this community, stop here for the best fruit punch or the best whatever it may be on that road. How many people will start coming in the community? Even for people like me that went to Region 10 numerous times during the election, maybe 100 times I passed. Why would I want to stop in this community? How do we develop ourselves in the farming side, in the product side, in producing more and more? So I would just advise you, when you listen to His Excellency speak and he talks about development, it is for each of us. And you've got to figure out, how do I join that bandwagon? And how do I join something? So if we're growing pineapples, and we're actually looking for big companies now to come into Guyana to take our pineapples and put it in a can. If you go into supermarkets in Georgetown, the supermarkets around the world, you see pineapples from Dole in a can. We've got some of the best pineapples that can grow right here on the highway. So the more we grow, the more we can get that into a value-added product, the more money we will make, each of us. So my challenge to you, spend the next few weeks, few months, looking at what your community can do. Get together as consortiums, joint ventures, put yourself together. If I was driving a Canter truck and I only know one farmer growing, for example, the pineapples, I wouldn't want to stop. But if 15 of you were growing and I could fill up 5 canters, I'd be more willing to come in and buy it. So that thought may not be the best example, but whatever makes your community grow and grow more, the goal is to look at what government is doing for you in roads and drains and agriculture support and other services, and then figure out, how do you fit and how do we make it better.
The Banari Tiger Bone meeting afforded residents from that community, as well as those from Lou Creek, the opportunity of raising issues of concern to them, issues that were addressed by Minister Mustafa, who pledged his unstinting support for the Linden Highway farming communities in the short to long term. Over the coming week, issues raised by farmers of the Linden Highway communities will be addressed by technical personnel within the various agencies of the Ministry of Agriculture.